So here we are, it's 2020. Happy New Year to everybody, and let's start off 2020 with an absolute bang. Today for you, I have the Callaway Maverick drivers. We have got the standard, we have got the Sub-Zero, and we have the Max. Let's see if these drivers are going to do something for you in 2020, especially if you're that person like me who has that swing speed under 105 miles per hour. We have been upping my speed of late. Anyway, cue the music, let's get into these bad boys. Before we get into today's video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell, because that's going to give you a notification of when my next videos are coming out. And this year we have a load of content coming out really early. We've got the Callaway drivers, we've got the Callaway fairway woods, we've got the Callaway Maverick irons. There is also a load of content coming from a lot of other brands, so make sure you hit that bell. Also, do me a massive favor, you can see a link coming up the top of the screen. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel. It's called Golf Box Academy. On there, you're going to get a lot of training aid reviews, and you're also going to get a lot of swing tips. That channel there is for you to help you with your game of golf. So before we actually hit these drivers, let's actually talk about techs and specs. And the one thing, or the three things that we're looking for when it comes to a driver, is we want MOI, so we want maximum forgiveness. We want club head speed, so we want great aerodynamics, and we want ball speed, so that ball rockets off the face and it sends it as far as we possibly can. Now straight away, let's talk about this driver with regards to that word AI, artificial intelligence. We saw it in the Epic Fash, but it was only to a certain degree AI. Now when we're looking at this Maverick driver, AI is absolutely everywhere. It helps with the aerodynamics, it helps with the face. The face has a combination of a new titanium, which is even stronger. It's called FS25. You combine that with the flash face and AI technology, and we're getting maximum ball speed. We've still got jailbreak technology, which we saw there in the Rogue and the Epic Flash. So jailbreak technology is still there to help also maximize ball speed. We've got a cyclonic face or base of this driver. Now that cyclonic base tapers off as we start to get to the Sub-Zero, but it's supposed to be there to help you maximize aerodynamics to get even more club head speed. And we know when we get more club head speed, we're talking about more ball speed. And what do we always want? We want more ball speed, but it's also there to help stabilize the head so that you get maximum forgiveness. So MOI is a big thing. Artificial intelligence has even gone into the sound of these drivers. They've created some sort of bar system. Now they say if we had left it to R&D, and you guys at R&D and Callaway better watch out, because artificial intelligence is going to take your job. But the sound is even better. We're going to test that. We're going to find out very soon. But Callaway is saying they could have done thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of testing, and they wouldn't have been able to get the sound that these drivers are getting now. Now, sound for me is an absolute massive thing, because that's what really makes you appreciate a driver. Now, like I said, there's three models. We have got the Sub-Zero, which has got the adjustable weights from front to rear. We have got the Max, which is a bit more of a draw bias driver, where we've got weights in the heel as well as in the back of the head, so you can adjust that around to also try and get a little bit more of a draw bias. And of course, we have got the standard head, which has just got the weight at the back. Now, they have got a range of shafts coming in these drivers, so make sure that when you actually go to test these drivers, make sure you get fit by your local pro, because he's going to be able to tell you what is the best shaft for you. We've also got still, of course, the adjustability in the neck, so if you're trying to find a little bit more of a draw, you can still do that with the neck technology. Anyway, there's enough talking about them. These drivers look absolutely amazing. I will be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the orange kind of look on these drivers, but everyone's different. You might appreciate it. But again, when it comes to driver, if it goes long and it goes straight, you're gonna love it. Anyway, let's test these drivers and see if the Maverick is gonna work for you and I, who has that slightly slower swing speed. So for the purpose of the video, we're only going to be testing the standard head out here on the 15th hole at Lake Karrinyup. But I will put the numbers up of the Sub-Zero as well as the Max, so you get a bit of an idea of the different shapes that you get from the ball flights. So you'll see that from the GC Quad, which we've upgraded thanks to Lake Karrinyup Country Club. but you can also see maximum height. So you'd probably see a little bit more height from the Max as comparison to the Sub-Zero, which will come out a little bit lower. But at least with the standard head, we're gonna get a very, very good idea of what this driver can actually do, as well as what it actually looks down on the ground and how it sounds. Now, the base of this driver does look a lot different, but when you're looking at it from the top, it doesn't look that much different. You still get that carbon fiber crown look about it, which we saw in the Epic, and we saw in the Flash, and we saw in the Rogue. But anyway, it's more about what this driver can do. Let's just see how this thing sounds and how this thing goes. Straight away, not my best swing, but I must say it's gone pretty goddamn straight, and it did sound a hell of a lot better. A little bit more of a draw shape on that one, but again, felt really nice. I must say, it's extremely forgiving, and the ball flight is amazing. But I've got to really say, the sound is fantastic. It's probably the best sounding driver I've heard so far this year. Couple more. I've got to say, I haven't actually swung that well on any of these drives, but they're all actually going really straight. Robustness of this driver is actually working. It sounds great. It actually looks a lot better on the ground than what it does look like from the base. I don't like the base of it too much, but guess what? I guess you don't get to see the base when you're standing over top of the ball. But the face looks really nice from the top. It sounds really nice, and it's performing extremely well. Let's see if I can catch one. Okay, again, probably not my best hit, but you know what? AI was really good and it worked really well, and I can't say enough, I love how this driver sounds. And like I said, I might not like the bass, but we don't see that much. We only see the top of the driver when we put it down on the ground. But again, everyone's different. You might actually like the bass of it. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Definitely a driver for you to go try out in 2020. It is going to be a very, very, very good driver out in the market. And like I said, those guys at R&D at Callaway, you better watch out. Artificial intelligence is doing a really, really good job. Anyway, guys, there you have it, the Callaway Maverick driver. I have left the numbers below for the actual Sub-Zero as well as the Max, so you can actually see what those drivers did, and you can see the difference in ball flight. But definitely a driver for you to go test in 2020, because artificial intelligence in this driver is working extremely, extremely well. And I can't say it enough, I love the sound that this driver puts out. It just makes me feel like I'm hitting a solid driver. And I have currently got Epic Flash, and this does sound a hell of a lot better. Anyway, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell, because that's going to give you a notification of when my next video is coming out. Again, make sure you go check out my Academy channel. You can see the description popping up on the screen just now. That's got all your swing tips and your training aid reviews. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching ND Golf, and we will see you again real soon.